All right. Anyway, what's up, people? Uh, So, guess where we are at? Let me give you all a minute to get in here so I can tell you all the news, where we're at, and what we're doing. Man, I'm exhausted, bro. Like, just all around, I'm tired, man. I'm worn out. Don't feel good at all. It's a lot of different factors. But, hell, today was a pretty good day still. Regardless, it was a pretty good day. Um, Pretty happy with it, pretty proud. I don't know. I feel like that guy I met out there today was a godsend. I think that was not a coincidence. He was pretty cool. And he knew what he was talking about, too. The things that he said, you should listen to and pick up on. He knew what he was talking about. Um, but that's the greatest part of it all, is you never know everything and you never know too much to learn. And I try to always keep my eyes and ears open and my mind open and I listen and I learn. And that's why I know a lot because I actually listen. That's why when folks talk, I try to let them talk. You know, I just have to speak and say what I need to say because I'm teaching and stuff. But I let people talk. You notice how y'all have a lot of trouble doing that on YouTube, right? You can't build a successful business or ever have money or get rich if you can't listen. It's just that simple. Like I said, that's how I know that y'all folks don't have any money. You understand? I understand the kind of folks that you are. You're not people that I associate with. You understand? At all. So, like I said, you just got folks that, they don't know how to make something of themselves and, you know, they got to deal with it. You having to watch me continue to win. I've won my entire life and always will. I've won for eternity and I'll continue to win. That's how I see it. So I have it my way. But if you tuned in today, like I said, I teach digital fitness. This is all happening. It's not something in the future. It's not something being built, right? I basically am building up my own martial arts school, right? And I just keep it an idea and I teach martial arts and fitness digitally and in person, but nobody's taken me up on the offer for a long time, which is weird. But I guess people don't want to work out. I don't know. I guess people don't want to learn. I mean, it's all there. I have the knowledge base. I have what everybody needs. I just got to get people who want to actually do it. But it's all right because I'm gonna accrue my checks and make my little money doing it anyway, digitally. And that's why I teach digitally because a lot of that is the future to begin with. So, like I said, nonetheless, this is the future. It's the future of money. It's the future of the economy. It's the future of how to make money. At some point, pretty much everything is probably going to go digital, right? And just is what it is. That's the thing. Hold on. But yeah, that's the thing, and that's the whole point. Is that in order to get to the level I'm at, well, you'd have to have gone through what I went through. And since none of you have the heart or courage or moxie or strength or perseverance or endurance or toughness or anything that I got, and nobody will ever do this ever in the history of time and man, I'm the only one. Well, we can go ahead and forget that option. Can't none of y'all walk in my shoes. You couldn't walk my walk. None of you. I know you couldn't. I know y'all don't have it in you. That's the thing. So, since that's the case, there's nothing any of you can tell me. That's my whole thing. I'm a grown man, homie. My whole point my entire life was, I just don't want to hear nothing. You understand? I will make sure of it that nobody can tell me nothing. So, like I said, here we are again, right back at square one, like I told you, right? Can't tell me nothing because I'm a grown man and I've made all the right decisions in my life. I've run circles around everyone and the entire government financially and in every way, shape, and form. I'm more intelligent than probably anybody on the planet. And I'm also the strongest being on the planet, which they gave you divine confirmation of as well. Not only recently, but they've been telling you this for years. So it is what it is. 26 world records. I'll make them. You count them. 26 world records, folks, in a matter of months. Like I said, I'm sure news is starting to travel a little bit about what I've done here and accomplished. It's all real and legit. They can't talk it away. They can't talk me away, and they can't talk the truth away. No more. No more. That's what y'all do. Y'all talk. I saw a post today online, right? And some of what was said was very true. And then what do? They send their people to comment. And they start fake typing. They start saying things that y'all don't come out here and say. Why don't y'all say all that stuff out here? Right, because it's all fake. So y'all go simulate comments on pages and stuff. Y'all all do the same thing. And then you keep wanting to label that everybody is a part of something or this and that. I mean, if you want to talk about Trump, aren't people like you, representing Trump and his agenda? I mean, his agenda is exactly that, to do all his illegal activity and evil. He's committed tons of crimes. I mean, why is he not in prison? I mean, I don't even know how this happened. I turned around for 5 seconds, right? I don't pay attention. I don't watch news. I don't watch TV. I care less about politics. It doesn't exist. It's pointless. It's all like wrestling. But is he really like the president again? That's how out of the picture I am. And no, it doesn't make me anything. It makes me extremely intelligent and a genius because, well, the president doesn't control the economy. He has no power and he's just a puppet. So why would I care who's in office? An office of what exactly? An office that's pointless? He can't come out here. Straight up. Trump don't come out here. He'll go to the island. He doesn't affect nothing in these communities. No, he doesn't. He doesn't affect anything in the hoods. He doesn't affect anything in the ghetto. So what I concern myself with, which is the actual people, has nothing to do with Trump. So why would I care? What Trump eats doesn't make me what? So why would I care? See, that's what I don't get. You all just say names. They do the same thing, repeat names, all this nonsense, type in fake comments to try to dismiss things that are very true that people are saying and doing. I mean, hey, if people are standing up for a cause, you got to give them their credit. At least they're willing to make a stand. You can't just immediately dismiss them with fake comments. Even your fake comments doesn't dismiss what people are doing and saying. So again, what do you mean? But like I said, do any of you have the courage, right, to step up on a live platform and debate me, right? I have other channels. We can do it on there, right? I mean, we have several options here. But do you all actually know how to debate? No. You don't know what you're talking about. I mean, like I said, the words that y'all use, I've already proven them wrong light years ago. So why would we keep going over it? These are matters that already been resolved. Fact is, we're light years ahead of the public. The public just continues to show that they can't think for themselves and that, they're all just sheep that cheer for the anti-hero. Real talk. I mean, you can tell what these people are. You can tell that they're what? What are they? The anti being the key word. So what are they anti? If I'm the second coming of Christ, what are they? The anti-Christ, right? It's exactly what all this is in Trump. What do you mean? They said in the Bible that this was coming. They said it would happen. Hey, what do you mean? I mean, he doesn't represent anything that's even legal. Everything that man does is illegal. Everything. Pardoning criminals. They're trying to do all this in front of your eyes and you're just letting it happen. See, it's not my concern. I can't do everything. Now, when I get the money, yeah, I'll have more of a voice with it. Yeah, I actually will have the power to change things. But until I get the money, until God gives me the budget, there's nothing I can do, you know? And I just sit back and I watch. It sucks, but it might be a good thing. It might be to protect me, or to help others. I don't know. It's God's plan, not mine. But I cannot do anything until I have my money. When I have my money, well, then Batman will be running the streets everywhere and take everything over. And I'm a political figure, basically. So, I mean, and I'm talking. This is a Batman that actually talks. They said Batman doesn't exactly give statements to the press. Well, this time, in real life and reality, this Batman actually can. Not that at some point I'm going to want to do that anymore, right? I might go radio silent. I don't know. But, I actually can talk and very well. And this Batman is actually really good at talking. So I can actually give statements to the press, which is kind of cool. So, I mean, a Batman that can talk and speak, once you establish your identity and establish your power, especially independent power like I did doing it yourself. There we go. There's another honk. See, how am I not an independent politician, but folks know me and I'm famous out here locally and all over the country at this point, probably. I mean, I'm establishing worldwide fame independently. So that would make me an independent politician. It means that I have a voice. It means that if people are honking, a lot of them are probably aware of what I do, and they probably agree with a lot of the things that I say. They don't have to agree with everything, but they probably see that I don't have an agenda, that my only purpose is to preach and give glory to God, but also to stand up against this evil establishment. Okay, to stand up to the corruption which is in the government and all these different agencies and departments. That is my actual job. That's what folks don't want to understand. So, I mean, yes, there's a lot of heavy stuff that comes with what I do, and I don't back down. I don't care. I'm going to be the best at what I do because I don't work for other people. Nobody tells me what to do, right? And nobody controls me, and there's no rule book or manual book for this. And I'm Batman. I'm a guy that literally, like he said, you think your client, one of the most powerful, most wealthiest men in the world, is secretly at night a vigilante who what's criminals with his bear, what? That's what he said. He said it straight up. Said with his bare hands, and your plan, right, is to blackmail this person. Good luck. The fact is that that's the truth. That's exactly what I do and who I am. Yes. And you can't do nothing to stop it. Yes, we're way ahead of you, coach. I love every time how I say the truth of who I've been my entire life. And they act like some major shift is something changed. They get in a panic. Oh my goodness, he said that he does that? Oh, wow. That's never happened in the history of time, Billy. Like, what? Like, I'm Achilles reincarnated. What did Achilles say? He said, imagine a king who basically stands up for himself. That's what I am. I'm a king who actually stands up and does it myself. So what do you mean? Most politicians don't have the heart to put on a bulletproof vest, okay, and go out in the street hard body. None of them do. Let's get real. There's no gangster politicians, but they sure would like to fancy that they're gangsters while they commit their crimes and they're immature, right? And then they all get caught with their secret parties, their secret parties of what they really do. The truth comes out, right? That's what it is. It's all a bunch of secret partying. I mean, the government, all they do is party out of control, and I mean, they be probably listening to Young Jeezy, I'm balling, that's all they do. It's party. It's just one big party of corruption criminals. That's all the government is. It's a joke. And they're immature and they're not smart and they don't know how to think, and they don't cover their tracks very well. And they're also silly criminals. So you got criminals in the street, right? You got corrupt ones and corrupt officials in the departments and agencies. So you got those criminals, right? Which are really the real criminals. And then you've got, and they're not really real because they really don't accomplish too much. Just sometimes they get caught committing really serious crimes and then they go to prison and, and they lose their job. Okay. I'm seeing careers, you know, stop every day. I'm seeing corrupt officials get arrested every day, go to prison. I mean, there's no way to counteract God's judgment. I just told you all the truth. This is what's coming. It's God's judgment. It's the karmic storm. Feel me? God told me vengeance is mine. Whatever stuff y'all did, whoever you are, whether it's towards me or whoever, still between you and God. And God ain't playing. That's all I'm saying. I'm just telling you the truth. I just know the future. I already know what's going to happen because it's common sense. I already know what God is going to do to all of you. All of you. Common sense, yes. And they sit there and they act like this is what these people do. They act like they're some kind of protected group, like you can't speak. You could talk all you want. You could say what's coming. You can say the truth. I mean, no, evil people in this world, they get what they deserve. I've seen it a million times. They get their karma every time without fail. And this will be no different. None of you are exempt. You're the same ones. What do you mean? You're not special? You want special treatment? Golly, the entitlement's on another level there, right? It's ridiculous. Like, nah, it wasn't a problem when everybody did all this stuff, when y'all did all these crimes, when you wanted to sit there and, and target me. It wasn't a problem then. It wasn't a problem to try to tell me where I'm going to walk, right, in my own neighborhood, right? Yeah, hell no. Can you imagine? It wasn't a problem for all this gang stalking and all this stuff that we witnessed every day. They do it right in front of you at this point. That wasn't a problem, right? But oh, now karmas are coming, choo choo, right? And God's delivering your karma, and oh, now it's a problem, huh? Real cute. It's unbelievable, man. And folks think they have an answer for everything. That's why they hide behind the system. They use the system as a shield of protection. Well, that's cute. I got my own shield. It's called God. Try that one on. Real talk. Oh, wait, you can't wear the armor of God because, well, you're not a believer. Not only are you not a believer, you're not good people. You don't have a good, pure heart with nothing but pure love in it. I have nothing but pure love for humanity. So now it's a surprise. Like I said, I get the best part of the package deal. I get the best part of every deal with God. Because God doesn't make deals, only the devil does. God just actually delivers and gives you what you deserve. You know what I mean? Real talk. God loves me. I know that. Like I said, man, think about this. I own billions in equity, mansion estate, over 2,000 jewelry, 530 in my wrist. Got you pissed, right? My own car lot, I pay over $100 for it every month. Mineral rights, oil royalties. I'm in the middle of a stock settlement lawsuit for over 70,000 shares of a stock called App Harvest. Pumped every dime that I ever made these past years into it. Worked my you-know-what off. I used to make over 2 bands plus before breakfast even, or while I was eating breakfast, I'd be trading, or right before it. Staying in hotels, doing all sorts of that, having so much fun. I probably spent millions on hotels. I mean, I was the only self-made trillionaire ever existed. Always owned multiple estates and properties and ran them. I mean, at some point you got to just say, I mean, this is really what they need to do. What they need to say is if you get to a certain point, like you should have different rules. Like you can't expect me to be patient because I have too much on my plate. That's the thing. Like that's why people were supposed to do their job and their part and make sure my environment was for me to be able to succeed. Was my environment was made where I can be calm and at peace and chill and do what I need to do and handle my business. Nobody ever did that. People just got shook now and got scared, and that's all it was. Because they see reality coming, they see what time it is. That's all. Nobody facilitated an environment for me to win or succeed. Nobody wanted to see me win. Say the truth. So at the end of the day, hold up. At the end of the day, I don't know. It just is what it is. It is what it is, partner. It is what it is. It's going to be what it's going to be. You know what I mean? Like I said, I'm going to keep on pressing the issue every day. I'm going to keep on talking. I'm going to keep on standing up for what's right. And I'm going to keep on standing up with God. And yes, I'm a natural born leader. When I speak, people follow me, man. It's like Max V said, but I'm the real deal. He said, people follow me, man. I make bread and people follow me. You know what I mean? He said, like, The streets is mine. I'm the organization. You know, he was just talking though. His stuff was all fake and fugazi. He wasn't built like that. He was super soft, Charmin soft, Max B. And I'm the real deal. You really think that any of you boys from that group could be the mob? You don't have it in you. That's the whole point. What were you in the past? Well, you're in the same position. Fact is, you're not man enough to be the mob. That's just the truth. You're not man enough to be the gangsta independent politician that I am. That's why when you claim these titles, it's funny, and we just sit back and laugh, you know. And look what happened to Max B. He got owned by Dipset. They lied on him, and they set him up basically, got him in prison. I mean, that's what they did. See, that's not what's happening here. Nobody could ever set me up. I'm too smart. It's called not putting up with it no more when you keep giving that energy like that's what you're trying to do. Okay, cool. There has to be a response for that too. Now you're getting a response every single time. How you like that? Hard to deal with now, huh? Yeah, no, over here it's just has to be even. Anything sent my way, okay, that's fine. Something has to be sent back. Yes, every time. I don't care what it is. So, like I said, I mean, no, we just don't play games about nothing. Okay? So it is what it is, man. People know what it is, man. People know reality. People know what time it is, man. And like I said, obviously there's some folks who are listening. Obviously the truth is coming out. Kind of seems like I'm a big, huge public figure. Kind of that's what it really starting to seem. It's starting to seem like I really have influence without trying. Like people really is listening to the words I'm speaking and saying, yep, he's validating and proving, not only claiming, not only talking, but proving the things that I've thought for years. You understand? It kind of seems like people waking up. So I'm just saying fake comments are not going to make a difference when it comes to the public and people waking up. Okay? Come on, bro. You expected us what to just eat up all this fake entertainment and stay distracted and never stand up to you? Man, y'all are hilarious. You know, here's my advice. Quit your job. That's my advice. Straight up, quit your job right now, right? Quit while you're ahead, it's called, and you're not ahead, you're way behind. But quit your job now. And then, hey, you know, I mean, maybe you can try to worm your way out of this situation like you always have. That's what worms do, right? They try to worm their way out of situations. That's what y'all do. They squirm, right? 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 See, folks don't seem to get it. I'm just barely getting started with you folks. Understand? Like I said, when I told people I'm not the one, you should have listened. So, like I said, no, when you have people in fake positions and fake jobs try to tell me where I can walk, what I'm going to do, where I'm going to eat at, all these cute little games. Okay. Well, I'm the mob. And the guy who's the mob doesn't put up with nothing and always responds. And when I respond, people get in their feelings because my responses really, really, really get to the nitty gritty. They really get to the issue. You don't seem to get it. I know how to do this the right way, and I don't even do things the right way. But I can do it any way I want, either way. Real talk, real talk. I can do whatever I want. But I know how to do this the right way and still dismantle your entire system. I just want to make sure that people understand very clearly what's going on here. No, sir, I've been through a lot of pain. I carry a lot of pain with me. I'm a product of pain. That's what Batman is. See, when y'all be trying it, that's what Batman says, right? He says, oh no, you can't do nothing to me. No, nothing. Oh, but trust me, I know pain. Sometimes I like to share mine with others. You see, that's what you're dealing with now, is an actual Batman. So if you think that Batman, a superhuman superhero who literally has lived long enough to see himself become the villain, just like Harvey Dent said, if you think that that Batman is going to play with you or play with anybody or play games, then you're sadly mistaken. That Batman, the only course of action I have and my only itinerary, I don't have an agenda. Okay. My purpose is to make sure that the world feels what I went through, to make sure that you understand, okay, the kind of pain that I've endured. Okay. I want to make sure that you all understand what it is. See, that's the difference between me and all of you. No, I'm going to make sure that the world feels whatever I feel, whatever I had to go through, because all y'all, it is what it is. It's got to be returned. Seriously. That's just fairness. So see, no, I'm barely getting started, homeboy. This is fun for me. I'm having a whole lot of fun doing this. Actually, this is fun. This is just fun. So see, you don't seem to get it, right? What you should do is be very careful about who you talk to and what you say to them. Should be very careful who you approach. You never know who you might talk to. You never know who you might piss off, right? And some folks, when they get to that point, it's on a whole nother level and they don't care about nothing. Capiche? So, like I said, no, we all know what it is. We know what situation this is. We know what time it is. And it's my turn, man. It's my turn and my time. You feel me? Like I said, I'm not asking folks how they feel. Your feelings are irrelevant. Your tears are delicious. You understand? Seriously. You understand? It just is what it is. I could care less. Feel me? Yep. That's right, Billy. So, like I said, every day we're going to keep on doing it right in front of you. Every day we're going to keep on preaching right in front of you, right? Every day we're going to never forget the corruption and the things you've done, right? Yep. And you can't do nothing about it. That's 100% right. You understand? This is the problem with people. They be too focused on others. Don't ever play me close. Anybody focusing on me too much, we're dropping everything and we're going to focus on you. You'll have my full undivided attention. You understand? And it's just that simple. I don't got to spell it out for you. Like I said, me, I don't have problems. I do what I want to do. And money talks and everything else walks. You know what I mean? So, like I said, it's just like God told Jesus, or Jesus was teaching, right? Which was messages coming from God. Said, if the whole world is against you, how powerful have you become? That's what God told me. I heard Jesus say the same thing in the movie. He said, if the world, you know what, towards you feels that way for no reason, whatever, like they do, just know that they felt that way about me first. So you don't get it. This is the walk. It's not. It's not the world and us. It's Christina and I and God versus the world. You know, the world's not supposed to be on our side, but you're going to get a lot of people that are on our side and that wake up, I hope. And those are our people. Those are the people of God. All these other people, it is what it is, but you're going to have to pick a side. That I assure you. You're going to have to, because this is going to get to a point where it's already way past real and it's already happening, but it's going to get to a point where you just have to pick a side. You know, be very wise about what side you pick. Real talk. I don't care who you are. And this is what I told folks. I told folks this a long time ago. Nah, man, I done been through too much, bro, for me to just forgive and forget and walk away. Nah, I'm all right. I'm all right. Yeah, I forgave and I forgot and I did walk away. But you just have to understand, I'm going to keep on moving the way I'm moving. I'm going to keep on doing what I got to do to make my point clear. You know, people got to feel what I went through. People got to feel what I feel. And it's that simple. Like I said, not one of you yet has even acknowledged what happened to me. None of you. All of you have sat there. You've tried to laugh it off. Can you imagine that? Imagine trying to laugh about something, right, that was extremely serious for me. You know what I mean? I mean, that's just a silly thing to do. You feel me? So, like, nah, for me, I want to make sure that my message is always clear. You feel me? It is what it is. You know, I care less how people feel. I don't worry about nothing and nobody. Just understand, y'all think anybody think they watching me? Cool, we watching you too. You know what I mean? Just real talk. It is what it is. Feel me? Just understand, this is all mine, Duke, and ain't none of it going. Feel me? At all. So yeah, like I said, I don't care what people talking about, bro. This system is used to starting stuff and writing checks they can't cash, and then trying to use their silliness and a whole lot of people to dismiss it. And they can't do it with me. That's why they're panicking, because they all know what time it is. You see what I'm saying? I remember, man, I really go on real missions, just like you saw Batman save all those people. It's the same exact stuff I do. I'm a menace, bro. I'm on a whole nother level, bro. I don't even have emotions when I work. Like real talk, I'm like a machine. I just do what I need to do. So we're getting real things done. We are saving people. I've saved lives. I help people. I've rescued people. I mean, I'm freeing my people. I mean, I'm doing a lot, and I'm doing a lot that takes a lot of risk, and I've put everything on the line for what I do. How dare you sit there and type fake comments saying that folks are doing what I'm doing who aren't and never have? What world are you in? Sorry, but what? These people just tried to dismiss corruption in comment sections. That shows the type of people you are. And you want to mention Trump? Well, I mean, you're clearly a Trump supporter, right? You clearly support that agenda, right? You clearly support all of what that is, right? You clearly support what you're talking about, right? Yep. All day, baby. You understand? Right in front of you. So, like I said, it is what it is. You know what I mean? See, that's the whole thing. Like, like I said, you people, you think you're slick, you're not. Every day it's the same thing. Every day. Every day it be the same habits, the same nonsense. I don't care what y'all do. I'm gonna tell you every time we doing it right in front of you. Right in front of you, bro. And like I said, this is all mine. And it just goes to show how, like I said, the devil lies, don't he? The devil sure does lie, don't he? The devil lies, right? Because didn't these people just say this and that and what they gonna do and blah 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 blah, but people can't do nothing, right? Can't stop nothing over here. You understand? They can't stop nothing because I'm doing everything right because they know I'm in the right. You understand? No, and I know how to talk. Like, yeah, I mean, I'm a human being. I lose my temper sometimes. I lose my cool. I have every right to. I don't need to keep it cool. I don't need to hold it together. You do, and you all can't. You keep coming unglued, and it's hilarious. And I have so much evidence for court that the minute that we talk to an attorney, and I'm going to have one for over 33 and a third of a year with Christina, the minute we get married, I mean, good luck. Clearly, it's in the cards. They already told you that I'm going to be filing a lawsuit. Okay, I'm filing a lot of them. So, I mean, it is what it is. This involves a lot of people, a lot of corporations, a lot of corrupt departments, a lot of corrupt agencies. Again, I'm filing a lawsuit on both departments down here, whether you like it or not. Maybe you should listen. Maybe you should listen more to the guy that you claim you're a fan of, right? They all sit there like they worship me. Don't worship me, worship God. You understand? Like, no, I'm your reckoning. You understand? I'm karma. I'm the brick wall. I'm where the buck stops. I'm where all this corruption stops. Period. You understand? I don't have to be nice. I've been enlisted and given divine power by God. There's nothing you can do. I will never have to watch how I talk. So that's the thing. You all came over to my radio program and then tried to use my words against me. In what world is that possible? That's not legal. You don't have to listen to me. I'll say whatever I want on my YouTube channel. This isn't even for the public. Y'all the ones watching it. Y'all did whatever you did. I just made a channel and started talking. See the point? I didn't ask to be famous. I didn't ask any of you to listen to me. I for sure don't owe you nothing. You see my point? Nah, I'm gonna paint the picture crystal clear and I'm gonna have a good time doing it. You understand? So, like I said, get ready, man. It's all coming. God's vengeance is coming. God's wrath is upon you, all of you. And like I said, at the end of the day, it is what it is. You got to see me keep doing my thing, keep on being happy, keep chilling, walking around, making my money, making my dough, continuing to push, looking better every day. Look how strong I am. See, that's all that matters. These people can't do nothing anyway because all you do is run to a system for your problems. The system can't do nothing with me. The system can't even punish me correctly. I mean, there's nothing that you have for me that's even scary, truthfully. You know what I mean? Real talk. This is just a bunch of nonsense. You know what I'm saying? Like, no. I mean, that's for people who didn't go through what I went through. Regular citizens and civilians who their civil rights haven't been violated a million times and civil liberties haven't been taken away, unlike me. Those who haven't been through what I've been through, yeah, I mean, they can just say, oh, it's all good. Bygones be bygones. I'll walk away. I can't do that because, see, that's what happened with me. So, like I said, I mean, if you'd like to correct the situation, okay, put over 300,000 million in my bank account. That's what you can do. And if you're not willing to do that, well, then we have an issue. See my point? Because even that wouldn't make up for what I went through and what I will continue to go through for the rest of my life. You understand? So, like I said, people can say what they want. Maybe you're not listening to my story of what actually happened, of what I went through. Like I said, I have no way that I can possibly even be here standing talking to you, much less doing as much as I'm doing. I do more than any human being every day. That's the miracle of God. That's the power of God. That's the testimony of God. I'm the realest testimony there ever was. Why are people trying to steal my story and title things taking what I'm doing? That's crazy. It's crazy, surreal, and unreal. I'm the Son of God. That's why I look just like Jesus Christ. I'm the second coming of Christ. You can't be serious, bro. And these people, all of them just look shook. They look shook and they look scared. Why? Because you know what it is. because all y'all know you did wrong. All y'all know you're not good people. These people aren't good people, especially out here. None of them. And you don't have money. You're not rich. You know that I am, and I always have been. I'm rich in equity now. I was always rich in cash and equity before. And now we about to be even filthy rich because we're guaranteed, Christina and I, because of her great negotiating skills and the fact she's a straight soldier and a gangster, and she's my baby and my future wife and my girlfriend and the love of my life, always. She's everything to me. And because of her, we're looking at over guaranteed over $12,750,000, no matter what. And she's going to negotiate a lot more, trust me. So get ready. You're about to have a filthy rich Batman that's pissed off and ready to go. And I am vengeance. And believe me, that's exactly what I'm going to get at the end of this. Trust and believe that. That I promise you. I'll tell you straight up. If it's the last thing I do, I'm going to get my vengeance. I'm a Sneed. But I'm going to do it the right way. I'm going to do it the smart way. You understand? Don't worry. There's a time and a place for everything, man. Be patient. We'll get there. That's the problem. When you're dealing with somebody who's patient and doesn't mind the same way that you try to do with me, all this slow stuff, who doesn't mind actually doing this slowly, progressively. I mean, I got them worried, bro. I got them stressed. I got them worried. These enemies, these evil folks. So, like I said, just keep worrying, keep it stressing. All right? While we stay winning. Feel me? Oh, I'm patient. I got the utmost patience, man. I'm the most patient guy ever. That's what you found out, remember? Most patient man ever. I got unlimited patience. You understand? I'm going to enjoy watching everybody get their karma. I'll enjoy watching what God do to you people. I'm watching it every day, buddy. I've been enjoying it. Know that. Real talk. I'm smiling and laughing. Like I said, nah, it's personal with me. It's different. It's personal, and it's personal with all of you. You understand? So, like I said, I mean, if y'all don't like it, hey, I mean, maybe you could have done the right things. Maybe when maybe these people should screen their phone calls. Maybe when these evil underground illegal organizations like the Red Triangles contacted Seton Hospital, maybe they shouldn't have entertained them, doctors and nurses, and committed tons of crimes towards me and literally listened to them and did what they told them. Maybe you shouldn't have done that. Did you ever think of that? Maybe you didn't have to be that evil and nasty and disgusting. Maybe you didn't have to stoop that low, but you did. Right? So don't complain and whine now because the man's standing up for himself and coming back and he doesn't have mercy or compassion or remorse or nothing because you didn't have any and you were the ones who did this to me and I'm an innocent person. You see what I'm saying? No, I don't have to watch how I speak. I can allude to and say whatever I want. I can tell you the truth of reality. You know what you did. What do you mean? Oh, 100% karma's coming for all of you, though. 100% God is coming for all of you, though. Like I said, you know what you did. Y'all know what you did. And then on top of that, you still had an attitude like, boy, oh, goody. That's why I love seeing what God do. I love seeing what God do to you. Every day I see it, man. Every day I see it and I'm laughing right in front of you. And you can't do nothing about it. That's the funniest thing. You know why? Because I'm protected by God. And I'm a straight gangster. Feel me? Like I said, I don't have to lift a finger. God just gave you divine confirmation and a reading of that. I don't ever have to lift a finger. God going to handle all these corrupt folks. Real talk. All these evil doctors and nurses. God got that. He going to handle that. Straight up. I don't have to worry about nothing. God got me. See, that's the difference. Yeah, and I noticed y'all don't have an answer when people say that, right? Because you know it's the truth. They get real shook when you tell them that. When you tell them what God is going to do to them, oh, they get real shook because they know, oh, well, we don't have no answer for that. Oh, gee, he can say that. Yeah, I can because it's the truth, and that's what I told you, for I haven't done nothing wrong ever. I told you the reality of what God is going to do to you, and that's exactly what He's going to do. No, God ain't playing. You think He's going to play about me and my life? I'm the son of God, dude. You think you're going to play about his son? I mean, look what happened with Jesus Christ. You think he wants to go through that again? I mean, think about that. Think about the mourning of an actual father. I mean, can you imagine the kind of pain and anger and sadness? And you know what I mean? I mean, people don't understand. You cried. Imagine how much God has cried. You think God doesn't have feelings? You think God doesn't care? God cares. You people are completely in the wrong. You're going to fall and you're going to lose. And it's just that simple. I'll get on here and tell you the truth every day. I care less how you take it or how you feel about it. What do you mean? I don't have to speak some way to you. You're not the authority. I am. And I'm all your superiors, like I said. Any of y'all ever talk to me again, I'm going to tell you to your face I'm your superior. Straight up. I'm your superior. I have divine authority from God. And I'm the king of all kings.
I'm the son of God and the son of man. This isn't something I just made up and reverted to as some kind of defense mechanism. I'm not Mr. Wofford. This is reality, boss. You're talking to the son of God. Yeah, you can't do with me what you ever tried to with no one else. I ain't Pac, I ain't Biggie. I ain't none of these fools. I ain't King Vaughn. You understand? I'm not Prince. I'm not Robin Williams. I know what you did to all these folks. I'm not Whitney Houston, right? Who's that other singer? They tried to make me go to rehab. I said no, no, no. Did the same thing to her. Whitney, what is it? Amy Winehouse. She was amazing too. You know what I'm saying? Look what you did to all our legends. Look what you did to all our beautiful human beings that God made and created to bless us and bless our world with talent and beautiful music and for us to be happy here. And look what you've done to our world. And we're supposed to give you a pass and just let you walk? Hell nah. Hell nah. You feel me? And like I said, anybody who feel any way about it, see me. You feel what I'm talking about? How about that? Like I said, this is what it is. You got the Son of God, and I speak for God. I'm a representative of God. Care less about your little corny organization. Can't even get anything done. Oh, and that Austin Metcalf situation, I'm going to say it again. The government funded that. They paid him off to do it. I think they sent him to do it. They paid him off after, and I think they paid him to do it because Austin Metcalf was like a hero like me. That's what they're doing to us, targeting innocent Americans. Y'all better stand up. And then they had these fake politicians already ready to come out with their fake thing, and they're talking to his father. And the father told him the truth. He told him off and said, no, keep my son's name out your mouth. I'm not giving you permission to do this, and blah, blah, blah. So what does that mean to you? Well, that means that Batman, since I have all the authority, the power, and no jurisdiction, and I don't play games, means that Batman has the power to actually, handle that issue. Actually, yes, I have the power to handle any issue. I have the power to address any issue head on, direct. So, like I said, these little fake politicians that part of the New World Order and they sending you out on these dummy missions and don't even know what you're getting yourself into. I'm just saying the truth. What if you run into Batman? See how that changes the game? Now we're going to be dealing with an unideable Batman that none of you know who it is. You're not going to know it's me. There's just going to be an unideable Batman that shows up and does crazy stuff. That's what's coming next. And I'll tell you straight up and spell it out for you. You can't stop it. You can't do nothing about it. I'm Batman, Duke. It's what we need. And what I'm doing is the right thing. See what I'm saying? So, like I said, you're going to have a lot of people that show love. We have people that show love every day. I had a dude say hi to me the other day. He said, yo, Batman. He said, what's up? Like, he was like, I come in peace, man. Like, like peace, respect, man. People show me love every day, man. People know what I do. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, it ain't about just cleaning up the streets. It's about, coming up against the bigger fish. You feel me? It's about having a voice. It's about changing things the right way in a positive fashion and form. Feel me? Like I said, all these folks out here jelly because I own 14 cars. I own 5 now. See, you still talking about material? It ain't making no sense. Nobody cares about none of that, bro. Money don't make me. I'm more successful now than I've ever been. Are you serious? I'm Batman, bro. I'm going on 3 years being Batman successfully. That's what you should worry about, right? You were, right? You just realized you can't stop nothing. I'm going to be toasting with tons of money with Christina, right? And I'm going to be probably talking to FBI, CIA, different organizations, agency, probably NYPD in person, probably having toasts and stuff and drinking liquor over the fact, celebrating over the fact that I've been Batman for 10 years plus, like in what, 7 years from now? Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, that's the thing. When we get to these other places like New Orleans and New York, my career, it doesn't start over, but it starts there. So then whatever time span goes by there while I'm actually doing the real thing, we'll see. I mean, that's a big deal, bro. You're not listening. This is my career. I will never be anything else. This is who I'm meant to be, Batman. I was chosen by God. I highly doubt that I'm going to have time to do other things, but I'm going to try. I'm sure that I will have time. I mean, I will. I'll have time to go to law school and stuff if I want, but I want to spend all my time with Christina. I'm not worried about law school and all that. I don't need it. We're going to have our money, bro. Feel me? I could build businesses. I don't need to go to see. That's the thing. I don't even have to be a lawyer to get money. So, I mean, they're all sharks anyway. It's the truth. Other than injury lawyers like my dad was, he was cool. He was helping people. Maybe I'll do something like that. But all I know, man, is I'm a good person. And like I said, I forgave everyone. I let everything go. I did my part, and folks still didn't want to back off and listen and learn. So now it just is what it is. Now it's got to be the way it is, and you got to get what you got to get, and it's just reality. Now you got to deal with the whole other side of Tyree Sneed and the whole other side of Batman. Trust me. And it's something nobody wants to deal with. Now nobody has a choice. You created this monster, you deal with him. You understand me? All of you. You shouldn't have done what you did. Okay? I was sitting here minding my business. I didn't bother nobody ever. Why are people following me around the internet? Like I said, why are you trying to normalize it? Like, I do this for a career, brother. I mean, you want your careers respected, but you don't respect ours. So that's why they know they can't move on me, because I know why. You know why? Because I'm in the right and I haven't done anything wrong. Also, because they know that anything they do, it just makes me a martyr. And then number three, they can't do that anyway. They're not capable, and I got God protecting me, and they know it, so they can't touch me. And then furthermore, they can't really set me up or do any fake stuff, because it's all just right in front of you and everyone knows I stand up for what's right. So they can't guilt trip me anymore, act like, or shame me and act like I've done anything wrong. Because no, if I'm standing up to the devil and I take it to whatever extent with the devil, that's what I'm supposed to do. God didn't tell me to come play with y'all. No, he didn't. God did not tell me to come play. God told me, become what you are, become dangerous. That's what God told me. Real talk, as can be. And that's what I've become. I'm listening to God, bro. Like I said, I think it's pretty funny that y'all want to dismiss every time that people say, God told me this. And, some of it's not true. Some of it is, evil people twisting it, and it's really the devil working with them. But this is really God. That's the thing. You can never paint my story like it's different, because you can't make good look evil. You can't. You can't say I'm crazy, because we know I'm not. I'm completely in my right mind. I'm a genius. What I'm telling you is a fact that God talks to me and speaks to me through synchronicities, numerology, through synchronicity means like with butterflies and animals, right? Numerology, through downloads, through tarot readings, and he has other ways of speaking to me. He'll just make words appear like through signs. He'll do different stuff, but he's always talking to me, man. Always. You understand? So, I mean, you can't deny it. You can't say, oh, it's fake. You can't say, oh, it didn't happen. You can't say, oh, this and that. It's all right in front of you. You feel me? So, like I said, it's good versus evil, man. This is what I've trained my whole life for, and we're going to continue to stand up. And this is the world you live in. Sadly, we were born into a very evil world, and we're here to make it better and make it the utopia it was meant to be. This is God's country. All right, Satan will flee and he will leave our country. I assure you, when I am done with this, the devil will leave this country and this world if I have my way. Real talk. So, like I said, this is our world, our country, and we're taking it back. And I'm taking every piece of soil in this land. The United States is mine. Okay. And when we just told you that we're guaranteed over $12,750,000 in a settlement, and we're going to get a lot more probably, wouldn't that make you think that we're going to build a real estate empire, which God already gave me divine confirmation of? So when I say literally, I'm going to own all this land, I'm going to own it. By the way, this neighborhood, I'm buying it. That's right. I'm going to start probably by buying every mansion, and I'm going to buy every stretch of block until I own this entire neighborhood, just because I want to, just because of what you folks did to me here, just because it's personal. You understand? And then I get to decide what happens. And the first thing I'm doing is firing all of you. You're fired. You're not going to have a job. All right. And it's just that simple. And whoever I want to live in the homes that I own, I will dictate who lives in them. How about that? Since you tried to dictate where I live and what I do. Okay, homie? That's God's justice. You feel me? I am vengeance. So, like I said, you tell yourself what you want, but you're all starting to see the signs, right? You're seeing not just the signs, you're seeing the reality that this man is architecting reality. This man is the son of God, and whatever he says and predicts comes true. All right. By the way, Mr. Wofford, I'm sure you had another bad day. You'll have another bad day tomorrow. There's your prediction. I'm always right. You feel me? Let them do what they do, bro. I'm about to own every block out here and everywhere else. I'm going to take this over. Straight up. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to make it mine. I'm going to buy it. And I'm going to buy it for a good figure at some point. I'm going to make sure you don't try to get over on me at all. You understand? No, I'll just do it one block at a time. I'll do it one home at a time if I have to. I'll just buy every mansion. Real talk. It's all mansions out here. Real talk. This is all rich folk stuff, right? But these folks don't have money. It's just all stuff that was given to them, right? Or they're living off drug funds. Yeah. So my whole point is, yeah, y'all want to live off corruption and do what you do, or you get your average white folk to come over here and pretend. Well, that's all cute. I mean, we can continue that, but it's just I want to make sure that I buy the buildings. Real talk. Real talk. I'm completely serious. I want to make sure that all you folks that, like, when I ask you for a small thing that's not even a favor or help, like, oh, you don't have Wi-Fi, You don't have, I can't plug into a outlet for 2 seconds. Like seriously, like they won't do nothing for you. Your waters are like $10. Like there's nothing. Oh, you're not supposed to walk here. Okay, I'm just gonna buy all this then. Mark my words. I'm gonna purchase and buy all this, and guess what? All of you are out of a job now. Because I'm firing every single one of you. Yeah, you're losing your job. That's the first thing. That's my first order of business. And I'm gonna replace it with all new staff. You understand? Of people I choose and select, and I'll make sure that this place is run correctly. Mark my words. So there you go. How about that? Have that one today to feast on and think about. All right. So like I said, it is what it is, you know. And we've got some great anemones out here, real talk. And I'm gonna try to get where I own them. Just like I used to enjoy them all by myself. Remember, smoking my little swishes, having fun. I do what I want to do, homie. All right. Talk to y'all later, man. Like I said, stay mad, stay broke.